Want to know how we drink? We drink sexy. And it's because we drink 500 vodka. It's gluten-free, corn-based, and offers 3 premium products that is unmatched in the market today. Super ultra premium neutral, coconut pineapple, and strawberry lime. It is available in Total Wine stores in San Antonio, Texas, and Austin, Texas. If you want to vibe with us, then drink responsibly. Drink sexy. Drink 500 vodka.
You know the deal, you know the deal.
Ay, Vino gon' cook a beat, Mr. I feel like I just caught the new cool. Your boy looking good like ooh. I'm feeling real bougie, but who you? Pray the Lord for this growth and this new view. I feel like I just lost the whole roof. All the ass right by you like tutu. Put some ice on my wrist, it's my new boo. Put my heart in this shit, no I can't lose. I feel like I just caught the new cool. Your boy looking good like ooh. I'm feeling real bougie, but who you? Pray the Lord for this growth and this new view. I feel like I just lost the whole roof. All the ass right by you like tutu. Put some ice on my wrist, it's my new boo. Put my heart in this shit, no I can't lose. I gotta go to pack in, pull up to my crib and back in. Promoters don't play with my back end, cause I throw my own shows up a back end. So I'm getting my cut off the top. I don't wait for deposits to drop. Hit it straight to the bank, I pull up at the hours. They told me to call before I knock. I pray the Lord see the man in me. I know I lust over sanity. I hate that I love what I plan to be, and I'm still on the fence about smoking trees. I had to switch up my angle too. They less on me and more back on you. I put down my sword and I'm out of fight. I swore on my life that I get it right, so that's what I'm doing. I'm shedding light. Drop some more weight just to raise my price. I'm losing my stomach but gain my mind. Was down for a while, now I'm doing fine. They say they can feel me, I know they don't. Better bet on Cwilltooill cause he on the road. All these ones in my pocket, it's time to go. But I'm doing a whole band on the strip house.
As a wise man said once, we are now pimping properly.
500 vodka, man.
You know how we do it. We are here, Velvet Vibes Podcast, with the great Cwilltooill. And we're here with Dr. Jefe. We're going to get some details on this.
Where the doctor coming from?
Yeah. We're going to get some details on this. First off, I'm going to start with Dr. Jefe here. What is your role in this whole situation?
Well, primarily, that's the word. I'm a promoter. Education. Thank you. I'm a promoter, but I met Cwilltooill a few years ago. And so I kind of have been growing in the artist management lane with him as well as a few other artists. Just kind of trying to diversify my resume with promotion, artist management, industry stuff. Trying to be well-rounded.
Indeed. And Dr. Cwilltooill, I think we know what you do.
Yes,
something
sir.
That's ill to the microphone.
Hey, man. Yes, sir, man. I do a little bit of it all, man. I actually I make music. I also engineer as well. I got my own studio at the crib. So I've been working out of my crib. Shit? Yes, sir. Mix, master, everything, man. I've been doing all my own stuff since 2015. I popped out with it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I had some good
quality too.
Yeah, hey, yes sir, quality. Yes sir, man. Like, you know, I actually take pride in quality, man, because quality is everything. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. Like, you can be the greatest marketer, you can do all this stuff, but if you still trash, people still not gonna listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, what's the point? So I take pride in high quality music that sound good. You know what I'm saying? I listen to a lot of high quality music all day, so when I hear mine, it gotta sound like that.
What's normally in your music repertoire when you're sitting back tuning in?
Ooh,
what you be tuning into?
Ooh, what do I tune into? I listen to a lot of artists that I believe are some of the best in music right now, but everybody might not know about them. So I listen to a lot of homies. Like, of course, I listen to Cwilltooill all day, but I also listen to like Smino and like Deontay Hitchcock. I listen to J. Cole has always been one of my favorite artists. I don't listen to him as much right now, just because, you know,
he got too big for you.
Well, I make my own music, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like when I first started off, I used to sound like Cole, so I couldn't listen to Cole like that. You know what I'm saying? So now I sound like Cwilltooill, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really, but Cole hard. But then I listen to a lot of people, man. I listen to a lot of old R&B. You know what I'm saying? I can tap into the blues every now and then. It's not what I do every day.
But I'm also getting into listening to like my girl got me listening to a lot more gospel music, a lot more too. She gave me a cold gospel playlist on Apple Music.
There you go. She sprinkled a little holiness.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. So I can listen to anything, man, because I'm a fan of country music too. I grew up in Alabama, so
you know more than Tennessee whiskey.
Oh, I know way more than Chris Stapleton Tennessee whiskey. I listen to, everybody listen to George Strait, but I still listen to the old Jason Aldean. I still listen to the Corey Smith. I used to listen to the, Keith Urban? What is it, Keith Urban?
Days Go By.
I used to listen, he always been sort of popish to me. Yeah. I like that soul feeling blues, you know
who that guy to say, strip it down?
I know. I done seen him on YouTube and stuff. I ain't really
That's
really
a vibe
listen
right
to
there.
It is though, but not Tennessee whiskey, man. That's funny.
Well, you kind of took me somewhere but even though I still want you to elaborate on this, first I'm gonna get with Jefe. What makes y'all's whole situation different than anybody else's?
Well, for one, I try to set the example as a supporter. Even from the very beginning, when I first met him, I was posting him every day, all the time. Cwilltooill. I was at all the shows. There'd be 5 people there, and 3 of them were us. Yeah. So, I was just showing love from day one. And I ain't never tried to take his spotlight, or I'm not trying to rap. I don't want to be a rapper or singer. I mean, it'd be cool, but I never.
You're not hitting the Diddy.
Yeah, right. Right. I'm trying to be Diddy, but like the right way, like a better Diddy, because all that, how that's played out over time.
I feel you on that. So, what do you feel makes your music different than anybody else?
What makes my music different?
Yeah.
It's coming from a real place. Like, I was asked the other day how to explain how to describe my fan base or who I'm marketing to, and I honestly said regular people with extravagant minds, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a regular individual. You're not a regular individual. You're not a regular individual. Look what y'all doing. He's not a regular individual. We just in a regular setting. We got extravagant minds. The only thing that can validate us as extravagant to most people is the bread that's in your pockets. Well, we got extravagant minds, right? So I'm not worried about it. So the people who I believe listen to my music and catch on to my music and who are going to fall in love with my music in the future over the next year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 are going to be people who I feel like are just regular individuals with extravagant minds, man.
How long have you been
targeting? I started seriously.
Yeah. I know we all beat on the desk.
I told myself April 2017, but for real, it happened when I graduated college. Yeah. So I'm gonna say July. So I'm gonna say August 1st. I'm gonna say August 2018.
Okay.
August 2018.
So here lately, you've been cooking with grease for real.
Yeah. I finally found a producer. You know what I'm saying? I found a producer that I can really work with and build with, and we done found a, you know what I'm saying? We done made a sound, man. Yeah, we in that bag now, man. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Last, I would say, 6 to 8 months, they've been moving.
Yeah, I could tell, and just with you, following your Instagram. Every time I see posts, I never see, I don't see no bullshit posts. I see something's happening. It's a show coming up. It's something going on. How do you get the work ethic like that? Because everybody does this.
Yeah.
Air quotes. Everybody does this. But how do you get as serious and have the time to be like, I'm doing it?
Passionate about it. Originally, I'm a Sigma. I have a Sigma shirt on, and so I'll be 5 years old tomorrow. But so for the first 2.5 years,
and he is an adult, people. If you didn't understand that, we'll pray for you.
But yeah, 5 years my fraternity tomorrow, and for 2.5 years, all this work I was putting into Sigma. So I was doing all the shows and the events and the community service. But eventually it came to a point where we didn't see eye to eye, and there was a bunch of stuff. So I said, all right, I'm gonna kind of put Greek life to the side, kind of create my own fraternity, and then. So this is mine. I've got a chip on my shoulder, so I just got a lot to prove, and a lot of people to prove wrong. So I'm just working every day, all the time.
And what about you, Cwilltooill? How'd you get this work ethic?
How did I get this work ethic? Honestly, this work ethic definitely 100% comes from sports, man. I played 3 sports growing up, and it came from my parents, man. Just watching, you know what I'm saying, my parents, provide for me in general. I didn't have to, we had our, we had our struggles. Everybody got their story, you know what I'm saying? But they definitely, put me on a platform to where, you know what I'm saying, I knew what my goals were. You know what I'm saying? I could only elevate from there. So that's my goal as well, to make something to give to my kids one day as well. So that's it.
First off, how did this name come about? Cwilltooill.
Ooh, Cwilltooill.
There it is. Cwilltooill. You see what I mean? So sometimes I drop a remix in advance.
Yeah,
there you go.
Man, I be hearing some crazy names. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So as everybody would expect, I started off as Cwilltooill. You know what I'm saying? But when I started searching on YouTube and all that stuff, I realized that there was some other people named Cwilltooill. Like, just the name was like one rock band. I was like, this looks sort of satanic. So I was like, let me add something else to it.
Yeah, put a little lemon pepper on it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I just started, one day I was making a song in my homeboy dorm room, my boy 2-5, and I was like, Cwilltooill, 2 Trill, fuck real. And I was like, Cwilltooill. And I think I made it my Twitter name. And I just...
Yeah, it's been running ever since.
Ran with it ever since, you know what I'm saying? I went ahead and changed my name. And I hate when people do like the capitalized letters. It's only one capital letter in Cwilltooill, just the C.
Yeah, they put a cap all through there.
Yeah, like they put the capital C, the capital T, the capital I. I'm like, my name is Cwilltooill, just capital C.
So you actually live a no cap life for the most part.
No cap. Just regular living out here.
Yeah, I feel you. And I think I know the story behind this Jefe. Is this your actual name?
No, my real name is Isaiah. I go by Zay, and the Jefe, I mean, it means my brand is Boss Promo. Jefe means boss in Spanish. I'm half Hispanic, so it's just like a whole...
Oh, you just dropped some gospel. Now
yeah.
Indeed, I've seen this name on video games quite frequently. Now I see. Indeed. Now, okay, this is something everybody, and this actually may be inspirational to a lot of people too. What's your best and worst performance? A lot of people don't like to admit, and Jefe kind of mentioned it earlier, that y'all have been in that room with the 3 people in the audience, and you probably have been in that room when you look around and you said, heavens. Yeah. What's the best and worst performance that you've experienced?
Worst was definitely.
Whether it was you or just the situation.
It was definitely at some point in college. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing an open mic in college or something like that. Like, I went through a whole 2-year span where I would say the most people in the room was 15 people. Yeah. Like, if there was 35 people in the room, I was lit. I'm lit. It's 100. It's not my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Because I mean, it's hard to get that many people in the room that want to be there. You know what I'm saying? So when you get it, you know what I'm saying, you really gotta, you know what I'm saying, to take advantage of it and enjoy it. So, you know what I'm saying, even if it's 15 people, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you gotta enjoy it. But that's definitely one of the worst. The best was definitely last year when I opened up for Trippy Red at the Tobin Center downtown San Antonio. Man, it was lit. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just having that experience, it was real dope. And then ever since then, man.
You got to meet him and all too?
Nah, I personally didn't meet him. You know what I'm saying? We was just backstage, getting ready. You know what I'm saying? We was doing our thing, man. But definitely one day. But other than that, man, I would say just having that experience right there was dope because ever since then it was just been elevating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the best performance, but everything turned up since then. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that we can reach that, it's just like, oh man, we can keep going.
Give you that
grind. We did this so early. It's like, oh man, we gotta keep going.
And we rocked it. Yeah. So it wasn't just like people didn't just clap, thanks. It, like people
they were fucking with it.
Yes, and we got all the footage too, so you can see.
I always say, like, if you get somebody to fuck with your music, especially if they not familiar with it, you're doing something right. Because people already have this mentality, oh, I just want to hear that song that I hear on the radio, or I like this song that I like. So when they hear it, it's not even do they like it or not. They're just like, I don't know this song. Thanks. But if they like it and they don't know it, and they want to get to know it, you can pull in some new listeners.
It's one thing that I always, the reason when I met C, when I first saw him perform, I was like, oh, I know he got it. and whatever he got going, I'm gonna be a part of it. And it's funny over time because I done been to however many shows, and people, the crowds there, they'll just be on their phone, this and that, talking to friends, whatever. Yeah. As people go, because of course people, the artists, a lot of artists, they just kind of wishy-washy, whatever. Yeah. But then I'll see people perform, and I see people like turn around, and then the people walk from the bar.
It's hard to get a real reaction.
Like they real deal, and it's so funny to me. So I'm always like, "You're damn right. Yeah, y'all better pay attention."
You see, you be seeing when they hit them.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I honestly, man, I really just say that it just comes from performing so many times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel comfortable doing it. You know what I mean? I just been performing for like 4 years. There's so many open mics where you walk in and it's 60 people in the room, but it's 53 people eating. They're like, bro, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Like, this nigga finna sing or some shit? Oh, hell. They just be like,
have you performed out of state yet?
Yeah, Well, out of state, I'm from Alabama. I'm in Texas.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We perform out of state all the time. You know what I'm saying? We go to Georgia, we go to Texas, we go to, you know what I'm saying? We go to everywhere.
LA, New York.
LA, New York. Yeah, we go to LA, New York, South Carolina, Florida. Oh, yeah, we move. 100%.
Are you feeling like you're afraid? Like, do you have anything that's canceled now because Corona, or like that you was like, damn, I wanted to do this, but I don't want to be on the plane?
Yeah. Honestly, a lot of those events, a couple of those events have actually got canceled already. So we just really waiting for that postponed date to pop up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like doing stuff like this is the best part of music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's actually being able to sit down and make the content and like talk about. You know what I'm saying? The process of everything. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what I enjoy.
Well, tell me this. I got kind of got yours with the performance. I want to know the business side of it with Jefe. Is it what's the best and worst performance you had with business? Like I know a lot of people they don't be knowing the other side, whether it's like somebody trying to come into town or it's just some bad shit that the venue trying to do. Have you had any situations like that? And good ones too.
Oh, the best thing we've had was definitely Trippie Redd. We just had so much access backstage, and I was able to really capitalize. Like I had their pictures on the screen behind it with Instagrams, and we all got like 100 followers that night or something. So that was really dope experience on the business side. And then the worst,
you don't have to drop names, but you can drop gospel.
I did
want to drop names? That's cool.
I did my Boss Fest. That didn't do as well as I thought it would. I lost like $300. Okay. And then we opened for DaBaby last year too, and it didn't go as the way we thought it would.
Is that a money thing or
no?
I think for the DaBaby thing is the fact that he canceled the show and then had it later on. Like it was supposed to be June 6th, but then he had surgery on his hand when he had that fight, and so he canceled the San Antonio and then put it in July. And people didn't think he was coming. It was like, he done canceled once. It's this San Antonio. He ain't coming. Yeah. So after that, it was dead. You know what I'm saying?
But he showed it. Yeah.
And you know when he got his shit was lit as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody else, the crowd wasn't where it was supposed to be. Versus Trippie Redd, they did a good job of. Well, the people who did the Baby show did a good job of marketing. It was just more or less everything that was going on with DaBaby. But Endless, they really did a good job of.
There's another movement I've been hearing about. Rapping over vocals in a live show. There's a lot of people that say if you do this, you're a piece of shit. And then there's other people that stand for it because of breath control and stuff like that.
What do you mean rapping over live?
Like if you, like when you're performing and you're rapping over your vocals. There's a movement going out online. It's going real heavy called Real MCs Don't Rap Over Vocals. But there's other people who feel they're like, well, it helps with breath control, or when you stop and you're like, hey, you got the crowd chanting along with you. What is your comments to this?
I feel like if you can do your song efficiently without it, then do it. But if you don't, then you want niggas to hear your song and make sure niggas hear your song, then play that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look, people gonna turn up to it. People gonna like it or not like it, no matter if you rapping it or you rapping over your beat. They gonna choose whether they like it or they don't.
Are you sitting there with your legs crossed while the music play?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because they told me that they saw an artist that he showed up and he plugged his cell phone up to the DJ booth and just went on Spotify and started rapping. And they said that's when the movement started, when people said, we can't take this anymore. I was like, you didn't even bring the instrumental with you. He said, just plug this Alcatel cellular device.
But the thing is, though, shoot, a lot of people can't plug. Well, a lot of people can't do it over their instrumental because a lot of these boys don't even know their song.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Don't know their song. I don't realize that too. I ain't performing no song. No.
They don't even know their own song because they be punching bars. Like some people punch them, and I'm not anti-punching bars, but I do know that if you punch bars, you kind of just punched it here and there. So at the end of the day, you're like, what's that verse? You're like, well, I need to review this again.
Yeah, facts. I don't really punch that much.
You run it straight through?
Well, let me say it again. I punch, but I write everything. You know what I'm saying? I write everything.
We need to hear more of this.
Yeah.
Everybody, air quotes, don't write. And everything's air quotes freestyle.
I write because that's how I get my thoughts out the way I need to get them out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
you know,
the gospel.
And even if I mean, the only time I freestyle is like, I mean, if I purposely get in there and decide to freestyle, I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? I've made songs like that as well. But mainly, if I'm like, if I'm writing, say I got a 16 bar verse, I might write 12. Then I'll
you just come up with something.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just get tired of writing and be like, okay, I'm ready to record.
Yeah.
I can't think of nothing. So by the time I get to that, get done recording the first 12, I don't got the last 4 in my head. I just hit the first 12 and I just keep on freestyling for the next 4 and just put it
it's
on
all
track.
algebra at that point.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy, man.
So with Dr. Jefe here.
Yes, sir.
Have you, and I'm gonna ask both of y'all this, have you ever been discouraged in the business, period? And if you have, how did you bounce back?
Oh, I'm discouraged every day. every day that doesn't go my way, I'm discouraged. But I'm a long-term thinker. So I just say, all right, it's not time for that yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's not time for that yet. Let me find.
You don't be trying to move too quick.
Correct. I say it's not time for that. It's not time for that yet. Let me find what it is time for.
Facts. And even with that, like with you being, like you said, with you being, have you ever had a rough discouragement where you just was like done, or you was like,
all the first 8 months of promoting, it was just nothing but losing money. It would cost me $75 a week to keep the club open. I did like 3 times, but shit, I think it was like $150. I think I paid $150 twice and like $75 once.
God dang.
That was
So do you feel like you take criticism well? Like whether it's with you personally and with your artists?
Do I? Do I take criticism well?
I don't know. That's only a question you can answer.
Or do you say you motherfuckers hating me?
I feel like I take real constructive criticism well, as in something that's really wrong.
Yeah.
All right, but I'm not a fan. I get very defensive if I feel like I'm right.
Yeah.
And if I feel like if I'm like more than majority right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That I can be defensive.
Indeed. What about you? You take criticism well? Or do you say the same thing? These motherfuckers hate me.
I take criticism well if I feel like I understand that you understand what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? Or if I understand, or if I feel like it's really just timing.
They need some context behind it.
Yeah, like
you can't just say I don't like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta respect your opinion.
They gotta be credible. In what
That's when it comes down. I gotta respect you. I gotta respect you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's coming from you, I can take anything from you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if I respect your opinion and you're around for a reason, I can respect where you coming from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna trip too much because I also know at the end of the day, I'm still the person who chooses what the fuck is going out.
Facts.
So I can take what you're saying. I might be like, what the fuck, man? I don't know about that shit. Nah. I might even interrupt you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then I finally hear it afterwards.
So what's your writing process? I ask all artists this because I like to know: do you write to beats or do you write and apply verses to beats?
If you write,
because some people do that, and it's
write and applying verses to beat is like the weirdest thing ever. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I can't do that. But no, I write to beats because I feel like the beat sets the mood. You know what I'm saying? Why would I do something opposite of the beat?
Yeah, you already wrote it and they send you a beat, you're like, perfect.
Yeah. You mean, yes. Right, yeah. Matter of fact, when I first started writing, I think that, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know. I used to do that when I felt like I was an amateur at writing. Yeah. Just, I write something, I'd be like, well, this beat don't sound good to them. I want to try something else. Yeah. And just put it on something. Nah, it was never for that. Slow it down, you slow it down and all that. The bars sound weird, all that. Yeah, I ain't good with that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got to write your bars to the beat.
Have you, check this. Have you ever had any bad situations with a feature where you like, you feature with somebody and then they either do some strange version of mixing it or put the verse somewhere else or change it? Because, you know, a lot of people have been through the Kanye situation when you get the song back, it's not what you intended. I can tell by the look on your face.
That's what Kanye does?
People have said that they've recorded with him and when they get it out, it's not even the song. Like Tiana Taylor, when her last album dropped, when she heard it, she said that was her first time hearing it along with everybody else. She said she had never heard this album before, but it was her. It was her on the beats, but it wasn't the beats. It wasn't how she did it. Things were placed in other places. And she was like, oh, I've never heard this before. So I don't know if you've experienced this or just bad feature business.
Bad feature. I can't really say it was more or less when I was younger. Yeah. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But now I try to be picky about what songs I actually jump on, you know, with people or whatever, because I don't feel like you're supposed to jump on everything. But I do got some homies, you know what I'm saying, that I think if you really like a hard worker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then we gon', you know what I'm saying, that I got a feature price for you, you know what I'm saying, and then boom, we just gonna go from there. We gonna sit down and work on it in my studio together. We gonna put out the best product possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, no, we're gonna do a song together, and then we both gonna jump in the booth. Like if I see somebody, you know what I'm saying, who I can tell like really like just love hip hop or just love rapping, you know what I'm saying, and they want to pay me for a feature, you know what? Pay me for the feature. Let's jump in my studio because I know what I'm doing. Let's jump in there and let's work. You know what I'm saying? You got to share the knowledge, so let's work.
Now, if you could get 5 celebrity features, who you rocking with?
5 celebrity features: J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Celebrity features. Oh, he just got real. Dang. I don't know. You gotta go with a female. Missy Elliott.
Ooh. Teddy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bounce it back to Jefe too. I also want to know who you want to see him work with. So your mind can be cooking over there.
Definitely gotta be. Ooh. Yeah, give me a singer. I want to work with Chris Brown. Oh. Chris Brown for sure. So go. And then I think that's 4, right? That's 4. Yeah. And then the 5th one is definitely.
Take us left field. You gonna put Kid Rock on there?
Oh, dude, what? Kid Rock is hard.
Y'all go left field.
Who would we be surprised you wouldn't mind to work with?
I want to work with Adele.
What?
Now I could see that. That will go in. That will go in. Dr. Jefe, who you like to see him work with, or who can you picture or hear him work with?
The first person I'm saying is Rick Ross.
Definitely.
He gonna speak that into existence.
T-Pain. I'll go left field. You know who Michael Bublé is?
Ooh, yep.
Michael Bublé.
That might be.
He's
dope.
like a jazz singer.
He makes you pat your foot a little bit. And
he like
your hand like that.
Frank Sinatra type. Okay. Gunna.
Then
it's a funky. The Weeknd. So, cause I I want him to be like a electro pop.
Oh, you want to see him go that other way?
I can do it.
I mean, I just love.
Yeah.
I mean, I love all types of music.
I don't drop those songs though.
I salute that.
I'm too big for that shit right now.
Oh, you're gonna have to. Maybe you can have a seat when you perform that song.
Hey, you right.
Big Mo was having a seat
See,
on his.
See, I really be saving a lot of songs. I be like, you know what? I can't drop this song right now.
You be hoarding.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta hold on. See, cause I make a lot of music, but I recently lost all the sessions to all my music. But I did it on purpose though. It was time to clean my computer, so I wiped the entire disk. And I started over. I kept all the MP3s, so I got all the songs.
Did you shed a tear?
I did, but I feel good now. I feel new again.
Yeah.
I feel like, dang, over the past 4 years, I made 3,700 songs.
Oh, you be working.
So I make a lot of music.
You be working. I like
I
that.
made 3,700 songs. Yeah. And that was all the way up until around my birthday. I think that's why. Then everything after that, I scratched everything.
You know, I bet a reason you do that too. As you get more skill and you hear other stuff that you made before you obtain this new affinity stone, you begin to feel like, dang, that was kind of some bullshit. Or it wasn't no bullshit, but you just know what you're capable of now.
Yeah.
And you hear it and you're not as impressed as you are with what you're doing now.
Honestly, I listen to it and I'm like, I just wasn't rapping about the same stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I was rapping about my
Shout out to the viewers watching as he applies the Carmex. He got to keep it gleaming for you.
Good shout out, man. That was a plug.
Yeah.
Carmex.
Keep him in the game.
We need a sponsorship.
Yeah, reach out.
Or something, man.
Shining lips in this thing. That's how we do it.
I don't eat chicken. But yeah, man, I forgot what we was talking about.
You didn't. Now that you took me with this Carmex, we're just gonna proceed because it lets me know that we're gonna have a prayer meeting after this. We're rocking with this. Who's next in San Antonio, minus yourself?
Ooh, who's next in San Antonio?
Indeed.
Rick the Great.
You seen anybody that you feel that they teeter totting like they about to get it?
They about to get it. Are you talking about like get it on like a big level, or you talking about like I'm plugging my homies right now?
Yeah, big level. Yeah, big level.
All my homies fire. You know what I'm saying? We all just gotta keep on working.
And make sure you shake their hands after this, and they're not offended.
You know what I'm saying? For sure, because they know this. But we talking about like really about to go crazy though. You know, so I actually love hip hop, so I always watch different artists and try to see who really like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're doing big numbers. It's Southside Hoodlum. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? He going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He about to pop for sure. Southside Hoodlum crazy. And let me see. Other than that, man, I think Angel Syndrome is dope. Angel Syndrome, you know, actually me and her got a track together. It's fire. You know what I'm saying? We made it last summer, you know what I'm saying? That's a quick plug.
Cooking with
we
grease.
gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hit your line. Yeah. I would say those two for sure, man. Other than that, man, I ain't gonna say I know a bunch of San Antonio artists. And I ain't saying that in a bad way. I just only been here for a year.
In your circle,
2 years, you know what I'm saying? So I be chilling, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even might know an artist, but I don't know they from San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I be like, San Antonio is so diverse.
People be
I
from
hear
everywhere.
stuff all the time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then people always claim another city, but then just live here. So
Yeah.
you know.
That's what we all got that problem in every city.
You feel me?
So before we finalize everything, we need to get this info. We need to know, is there a project coming up? What's it called or what to look out for? I need both of y'all's Instagram handles where people can follow you. Ooh. What's coming up, what they need to know. I don't care if it's merch. Get your promo on, get your plug on.
Yes, sir.
We ain't here for no reason.
So first of all, man, you can plug in, man. You can plug in with the company Keep Moving Forward USA. That's actually LLC that not too long ago, man. We about to go crazy with it. You can go find it, keepmovingforwardusa.com. They got the merch on there. We got everything for the babies, you know what I'm saying, for your baby crawlers, you know what I'm saying. We got the fanny packs, you know what I'm saying. We got the shirts, we got the pants, you know what I'm saying. We got the joggers, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, we about to do the sports bra too, you know what I'm saying. So ladies, you know what I'm saying, summer coming up.
Brazilians.
Keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And then other than that, man, you can find me on Instagram at Cwilltooill. That's Cwilltooill. I'm a little country man, so you gotta bear with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
we'll pop it on the screen.
And also, as far as the album, as far as the project, I'm actually finna play something for him. You know what I'm saying? Jock can't get that. And so I got a project coming up in April. I ain't gonna announce the date yet. You know what I'm saying? But if you got an extravagant mind, then you might be on to something. But the project's gonna be called CBD, calm but dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So that's exclusive. So if you tune in, you'll hear some exclusive. But if you don't, you just won't hear it. You know what's coming up, and hope you get excited for it, man. It's actually a project I spent a lot of time on. It's a project that I really feel like people haven't really heard me come like this, so I'm excited. I'm really excited to hear people reaction when I drop it, for sure.
Facts.
Yeah.
Jefe, you got any plugs or anything they need to hear?
You can follow me on Instagram, caffeine_poppy, as well as follow my brand, Boss Promo 210 on Instagram. If you want to send in beats, if you want to feature, if you're looking for opportunities, performance opportunities, DJ trying to get booked, model, anybody who has a brand or is a creative and wants some help or wants me to plug them in, you can email me, bosspromotions210@gmail.com. You can DM, my business page as well as my personal page. I'm the best person I know when it comes to replying fast. So
there you go.
This man always got his phone in his hand.
Hey man, we saw this. Now here is the final thing that a lot of people want to always know. Our listeners have been concerned about this, and then we're gonna wrap it up. We need to know, what are your thoughts with having sex with blue magic?
With blue magic?
We need it from both of y'all. There's been an epidemic of people wiping blue magic on people when they're doing it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You haven't heard about this?
No.
The blue magic hair grease.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, because I done used it before in my hair before when I was younger. But
they want to know of your thoughts of...
They using blue hair grease? Boy, what?
They are using
It's
that?
you?
Yeah.
It's you?
I've already participated in this.
Whoa! Hey, he calm and dangerous, ain't he? Whoa!
Now we got a lot of people join this club. What's your thoughts on
A lot of
this?
people have joined.
Wait, so you wipe hair grease on somebody?
That is a cult. That is wrong.
That is actually accurate, but people's been participating in this.
You wipe hair grease on somebody.
This guy.
Is that it? That's what you do?
Yeah. But,
While you fucking?
yeah.
Why do you want the specifics?
Because I couldn't get it.
Yeah, we don't have to get as detailed.
Oh, no,
we want to speak as if gentlemen with respect. We just want to know, however you utilize it, are you a believer in this
I would
product?
never do that. That's weird.
Are you a believer in this product?
No.
Minus the details. Oh, you guys have a lovely day.
For the record, I judge anybody who does not.
Yeah, well, there's actually some San Antonio hip hop artists that's been using it too. So
I don't know nothing about
you
that.
might have been in the studio with them. So we'll talk about this after.
That's how the fuck Corona started right there. Blue magic. That's it. If you use the blue magic, you got Corona.
We out of here.
Time out. Hold on. Before we go.
We go ref.
Usually only black people use it, so the coronavirus ain't.
Oh, you're right. African skin.
So don't put it on your genitalia anyway.
Yeah, that's nasty.
But if you want to get details about how to utilize this in a naughty manner, hit me up at 100%velvet@gmail.com. We are out this biatch.